Maybe I'm just nostalgic, or maybe it's truly magical. Whoa, when I see that castle, the feeling is truly magical. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
I don't know. I'm Andrew. Who are you?
I'm Brooke. Hi.
I am looking for you, actually.
This is a Disney podcast. Welcome.
Hi!
Okay. Well, that was that.
So, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and
Wherever
good night.
you are in this world.
Bye! Just kidding. Today, we have an exciting episode for all of you to listen to and endure for the next 20 to 40 minutes, depending how editing goes.
And how excited we are.
Yes. Woo!
As you know, was it 23?
Yes.
D23,
Mighty Ducks
Disney 411, yeah.
was last week.
Correct.
Did you know Phil went to D23?
Did he?
Yeah. He said he saw 9 minutes of the new Frozen. He said he heard 2 songs and they are fire. And I was like, oh, Phil, I hate you. I was like, did you record it? He's like, no, I would have been kicked out. I was like, these are the risks you have to be willing to take.
Yeah, he'd be with us if he had recorded it.
Yeah, but he's not here because he didn't.
I would love to be able to say I got kicked out of D23
Oh my God, right?
for recording Frozen
And people
2.
would be like, there's 23 Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yes, there are. So D23 was last week. Disney announced a lot of cool and new, exciting things. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, because
Let's talk to it.
I didn't look at any of it, as I was instructed by producer Matt to not look at any news around D23 so you guys could get our reactions.
So I did see 2 things.
Uh-oh.
Well, when I tell you what I heard and saw, you will understand why I couldn't avoid it, because this just screams my name. So number 1, and this is something we probably won't discuss about ever again. What the fuck? Talk about ever again.
It's okay.
Kit Harington.
Who's that?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Just kidding.
Okay.
What about him?
He was cast in a new
Eternals.
Marvel movie. So he's going to be in the MCU
Don't know what that is.
with his long-lost Stark bro, Richard Madden.
What's MCU?
Marvel Comics Universe? Okay. They're going to be in the Eternals. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
No clue what that is.
I didn't know if it was the Eternals or the Inhumans. What is that? As Inhumans?
Inhumans is also a Marvel thing,
Okay.
but I don't know
See,
what
it's-
the
word
are.
inhuman.
It all is just... No, they're just inhuman. They're called the Inhumans. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't get... This is why we don't talk about Marvel. It's just, there's too much. There's too much. But anyway, they're both going to be in this film. So, reunion of the Stark brothers, which is really exciting. Richard Madden, by the way, is Prince Charming in the live-action Cinderella, which came out in 2015. If I have to tell you guys to watch this one more goddamn time,
Handsome.
I'm going to be pissed. He's beautiful. He's
Very
Scottish
handsome.
and wonderful.
We love Scots.
So him and Kit Harington, my number 1, just oof, great, can't wait for it. Although Angelina Jolie is also going to be in this film.
Oh, there goes that movie.
So, yeah, not the best. Anyway,
Ugh.
so I saw that. Second, we got the first look of Emma Stone as Cruella DeVille in the movie Cruella.
Oh, see, I didn't look at that yet.
Oh, I couldn't not look.
I
They're like, look at Emma Stone as Cruella. And I was like, fuck, yes, I am.
Fuck, I missed it.
And
How
I
was it?
smacked it. Oh, it's good. She
Yeah.
looks just so wicked and awesome. But you also kind of know it's Emma Stone, so you're just like, I love you. You're great.
I'll watch it after the recording.
And she's got 2 Dalmatians on a leash, looking all badass. It's super thugged out. I love it.
I can't wait.
Oh my God, it's gonna be wonderful.
Yay.
I really hope they follow my ideas with we get to learn about her traumas.
We better.
Yeah,
We will. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what they use us for, right?
exactly.
You're welcome.
So that's what I saw.
Okay.
Producer Matt is going to tell us what we're going to discuss the rest of the time. The other news from D23 that he thinks is pertinent to us.
And I just want to let you all know, before we get into this, that producer Matt has printed out the news onto paper, which, as you know, is even more offensive considering
The Amazon is
Amazon's destroyed. And so in an effort to help further kill the planet, Matt has used both paper and ink to print out a few paragraphs of Disney news that he pulled from his electronic device in his pocket.
I pulled it from my laptop. So anyway, so I broke it into 3 categories. So Disney Parks, the Disney Plus app, and movie news.
I noticed you didn't use any bolding in your headers. Is there a reason?
Yeah, you have to bold your headers.
Why is
dude.
because
I'm
the
not
title font is the
Formatting
same size as the
101.
header?
All right, so the first thing that we have, it's for my eyes. So the first thing that we have, just a quick one, is that the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and the Jungle Cruise are apparently going to undergo some lengthy and extensive refurbishments next year, which means that they'll be closed, but they're going to be upping the technology on both of those
Wow,
rides.
I'm glad I rode Big Thunder Mountain time while I could.
That was a good one. Why are they ruining it?
Well,
We don't know if they're ruining
They don't
it.
want Snow White anymore.
I think if it's any, my guess
Wait, is that
that
the Snow White one?
no, Big Thunder Mountain's the
Okay.
one where it's like
I was
a
like, because
runaway
I did
train.
not ride the Snow
Isn't
White
that
one.
the...
No, you're thinking of the mine
That's the
carts.
mine carts.
What's
God.
the big...
It's
talking
also
about Splash Mountain?
No, Thunder Mountain. It's
To the
like
left
next to
of it.
Splash
Yeah.
Mountain. Yeah.
I thought those were like the runaway carts for like the dwarves.
No, it was
No.
just a regular
It's a
runaway
train.
train.
What's it from?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What the fuck?
It's from
What's Splash
Frontierland.
Mountain from?
Song of the South.
Oh.
Our lovely...
I was like,
our
nothing.
our favorite racist flick.
Yeah, of course. Song of the South.
Yeah,
So-
better, hey,
So Epcot's the one that's getting the most stuff. There's going to be a bunch of changes coming to Epcot.
Epcot.
First of all,
Ratatouille.
they're adding a Moana-inspired
A what?
walkthrough maze.
Can you say that again?
Mulana.
Moana.
He said Moana.
He did say
Yeah.
Mulana.
Rewind the
Sorry.
tape. Moana.
He'll delete it.
Yeah.
Moana-inspired ride called the Journey
Why'd
of
you
Water.
say it again?
I don't know. It's going to be a walkthrough maze that leads you to the Seas Pavilion, and they're using technology to make it so that the water,
somewhere.
the water's going to look exactly how the water
Oh, that's
interacts with
cool.
Moana in the movie. Like it'll be hanging over your head, and like you can interact with it.
But I don't really want to do a maze though. Like I don't
Unless
want to
we're
walk
drunk
around like
doing that.
dude, it's at Epcot. It's gonna be wild.
He's throwing up in the water.
Dude. I can't go back to Epcot and do that again. I gotta take it easy next time.
Well, you're
You
gonna-
can get weird.
We're gonna get weird together.
Oh my god, it's gonna be nuts. Please put GoPros on us.
They're
Just us in trash cans.
Yeah, just like going through a maze and bumming. You're just like, oh fuck. Oh, I almost knocked that over.
So they're updating not the country's portion of Epcot, but they're going to revamp the rest of Epcot because it's kind of dated as
And
like
boring.
yeah, it's like the
They're
world of
getting
the
rid
future.
of Test Track.
They are not getting rid of Test
Damn.
Track, unfortunately, but they are creating a new portion of the park which is supposed to focus where the rest of the park focuses on human and technology. It's going to focus on human and nature. Which is going to include a rooftop garden that you can eat and view the fireworks from.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's never
can
gonna
we
be
drink
busy.
on the rooftop garden?
Is it 21 and up?
I would imagine.
Would you?
Because the
If
World
it's adults
Showcase
only,
isn't.
all about it. If it's not, never
Dude,
want
that's
to
gonna
go
be
there.
horrible.
There,
Are they making it about human and nature to bring in my girl Pocahontas?
maybe.
No.
We'll get more onto that later.
No, they're not. No, it's-
They're also going to be introducing a
the world's
Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, which will be the first Disney roller coaster that has a reverse launch. So it'll fire backwards.
Right. So Chris Pratt will be there to personally welcome us all onto the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so it's a backwards roller coaster?
They launch you backwards to start, I presume.
So you're going backwards?
At first, yeah.
What do you mean at first?
Well, it could
When
launch you
the ride
backwards and then
starts,
shoots forward
yeah.
after that. But it pulls you all the way up instead of the normal.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's fun. Have you been on stuff like that?
I don't
That
like
shit's
it.
fun.
I went on, I think it's called the Superman once at Six Flags in
Oh.
Oh, well,
Jersey.
yeah, where you're laying down? Is it that one? Or is that like a Batman one? I thought it was Superman where you're
Oh,
laying
Superman's
down.
where you're laying down. I'm thinking of the one where you go backwards, though. It goes backwards. It's either Superman or Batman.
Probably Batman then.
Very sick. I got very, very sick. Going backwards on a loop was not ideal.
Get over
Maybe
it.
if it's
dude.
just up a hill, that might be okay.
Just get over it. We're going to ride it.
Get over yourself, you little blue skirt girl.
You know what? I look fucking good today. Okay?
You do. Actually, I want to tell everybody a quick little story. I know Matt's freaking out because of our time frame, but real quick, Brooke and I were on a walk earlier, and we were walking by an intersection. We were talking about how great Brooke looked. And
As we do.
I kid you not, a fine fellow in his car with his windows down stopped dead ass middle of the intersection to check Brooke out, and then when I acknowledged him looking at Brooke, he gave me the up like, yeah, boy. Gave her another up down, and then continued on his way. So somebody actually stopped in traffic today to look at Brooke because she looked that good.
I look fucking good
I just
today.
want to share that. Okay.
Let me just remind you, my outfit is slamming,
Yes.
but I put way too much effort into my outfit today, which actually wasn't even that much. But in the midst of it, I forgot to do my hair, so my hair's just up in a really sloppy bun, and I just like left for work like that. It was like, I got ready real quick today. And then
Isn't
I
it funny?
realized, I was like, oh shit, I have hair.
You put in less effort, you get more attention.
Right? Except my boyfriend didn't say anything. Ooh.
We'll talk about that later.
Anyway, back
Okay.
to Disney.
D23.
So the only other big Epcot news is that they are going to change up one aspect of the countries. They're updating the UK pavilion.
That's
and
a
it's,
Brexit.
So
Yeah.
it's going to get the first ever Mary Poppins ride. They don't know what it's going to be,
Ooh.
but they're also going to rebuild the pavilion to look like the Banks's street. And
Cute.
there's rumors that there will even be a special end of the day lamplighting show performed by cast members.
Mary Poppins.
Oh my God, can I get that job? Remember when we were saying, talking about
Yeah.
how
Like,
great
he has
that
the
job
best
would
job,
be?
yeah.
You just turn lights on and off. Ooh, I'm applying.
The only other park news was that at California Adventure, they're getting a area called the Avengers Campus, which is going to be all Marvel related stuff. The only thing that seemed kind of cool is that they'll have a thing called the PIM Test Kitchen. For those of you who don't know, PIM referencing the character from Ant-Man. So it's supposed to be, now that their technologies have been utilized for shrinking and growing a human being, they're using it to test on food. So you'll have like gigantic versions of food or super tiny versions of
Oh,
food
I
that you
love
can
little
order.
tiny food. Have you seen like the small table? Yeah, just like little tiny foods, little tiny cupcakes. You can eat like 100 of them and not feel bad.
Little fucking tiny spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh my god, how
Little
cute!
fucking
you get a
tiny
little
meatballs.
tiny fork and like you just fucking swirl it around.
That's what
and-
I want. You know how many of those miniature fucking food things I follow on Instagram?
Yes.
You can order that stuff.
I know that shit looks awesome.
Yeah, it's
I love it.
expensive.
It is.
So now we're going to move into the Disney Plus because that's where some crazy
Disney
shit.
Plus. This is their streaming service that'll be coming out in November for $6, or is it $7?
It's $6.99.
With that, does that
$7.
include tax?
So with the $6.99, you get 4 same time streams, so you can have 4 different people logged in at the same time on it,
That's just me in my
and
house.
you can have up to 7 profiles. So that's a ton of access you're getting for $7.
So essentially, what could happen is one of us could buy it,
and split it amongst
and we
the
could
3.
just split.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That's
Okay. Matt buys it.
Yeah.
Duh. Yeah.
He'll never use it because he doesn't know how to stream
No,
anything.
it's not a DVD.
Yeah, but we'll use it.
He's gonna freak out when all these good things come out on
I know.
the Disney platform.
What's he
and they're
gonna
not
do
on
about
DVD.
the Lady and the Tramp?
Well, let's talk about some of the trailers. So I did give you guys assignments to watch trailers. That was the
Did
only
do
thing.
that, except for one. Yeah.
So we'll talk about the one you refused to watch first because I think it looks pretty funny. High School Musical, the series.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's got a very Office vibe to it.
To me, it's like they are trying to recreate Glee.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
It's very Glee-esque, which I'm still.
I
still
didn't watch
heartbroken
the
about
trailer,
Glee.
but that's kind of the vibe I got from looking at it. I won't watch the trailer. I've never seen anything High School Musical. Don't intend to.
Here's what I will say. I'm not sure, and I wrote this down when I took my notes.
He
to
wrote
do
it
this
down on his
podcast.
phone to
Question
see the
I wrote
environment.
for High School Musical, the musical. Who is the intended audience?
I think it's for people like you who grew up on High School Musical. That's my guess.
Because there was a lot of bleeping
Yeah.
of swear words.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so that's where I'm like, that's where I got more of, it's more like Glee, where it's more for an adult audience, even though it's a high school setting. Yeah, it was very much like Glee with some of the cast members from like 13 Reasons Why. And they are filming, it looks to be, in East High.
Yeah.
Out in Salt Lake. My grandma went to that high school.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
So the Lady and the Tramp trailer also came out.
So this one
Lovely.
confused me
Why?
because
Tell me.
are they gonna use dogs or are they just CGIing it up? Because half of it is real dogs, the other half is CGI dogs. And they CGI'd a dog running along next to a cart. And I was like, you can't get a real dog to do that?
I couldn't even tell the difference between the CGI dog and the real dogs.
You were not paying attention then, sweetheart,
No,
because it's pretty obvious.
I was just really overwhelmed by the fact they're making Lady and the Tramp. I love that movie.
We are Siamese, if you please.
Yeah, I can't wait for that scene.
I know, it'll be really fun.
If they CGI those tails going, ba-dum-bum-bum, I'll be set. I'll be
will.
so
they
happy.
Have to, because no cats are doing that shit.
So happy.
Did you guys watch the trailer for Noelle?
Yeah, that looks like the tackiest, weirdest crap holiday movie, and I know I'm going to love it.
I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
I love that you said that. My note was, looks adorable. Love Anna and Billy. Looks very funny and original.
It looks so tacky, but I love Anna Kendrick. Bill Hader's hilarious, so I think it's going to be good.
I think it'll be good.
As tacky as it is. It's going to be great. Well,
It's
Disney
not
movies are
super
tacky.
though.
Honey.
It's not like they're recreating a story that they've done 1,000 times. Like
No.
Noelle, we've never heard of the sister.
But it looks tacky. They're pulling out like an elf where she's running around in the human world, like in her,
Oh,
you know.
I know. I'm all about. Do you know what like my favorite holiday movie
I
is?
love Elf, but you said it's original. I'm like that. They riffed off of Will Ferrell there.
Yeah, kind of. A little bit. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think you're right.
Like we've had Fred Claus. We've had a story about the brother.
That one was an adult movie though.
That one is just like horrible too. Vince Vaughn just looks like he's gonna die any day. It just looks horrible.
I don't know how he's still alive.
I know.
But-
Is he dead? Is he alive?
R.I.P. obvious.
Maybe soon though.
That might be our first non-R.I.P.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Enough of him.
I'm gonna
But
watch it.
No,
I'm
it looks
gonna
cute.
love it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Now, the show that will most definitely be the Disney Plus Queer Eye for me, where I'm going to cry every single episode, is Encore with Kristen Bell.
What's the point of that? These are like old people who were like acted in high school, and now they're letting them act in a play again.
It's like people who had these dreams and ambitions,
And then they gave it up.
and then they gave it up.
Yeah.
So basically,
Could we be on there?
it's basically people that settled,
They're
and
like,
then
I had
Disney's
kids.
like, "Let's fix this for you."
I really like the one lady who's like, my passion used to be acting, but now it's my kids. And I just want to be like, girl, no, it's not.
Yeah, no,
No, it's
that's
not.
why you're on the show.
Yeah.
Hon. Kids ain't working out.
Yep.
I cried watching the preview.
I sure didn't. I
Of
don't
course
have
not.
feelings.
You don't have a soul.
Yeah. I just was like, why do these like old people who gave up get like to do this now?
Yeah, why don't they just give me some money and I'll do something
Right?
now?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Although, did you see the guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah, that one was sweet.
See what I mean?
Because like, but it's like he didn't settle. Like he had something happen to him that he couldn't
did.
control.
He did.
Like a lot
Did
of
you
those
see him
people
moving?
chose-
He did his
yeah.
little snap with
Yes.
the chair. Oh,
Cute.
tear came down
I like him.
immediately.
I just like, I'm an asshole. One day I'll be a mom, and maybe then I'll get it. But right now, she's like, my kids, you know, they're my priority. I'm just like,
Well, then the one guy
Dumb.
that had kids, he's like, will be the greatest moment of my life. And I was just like,
instead of watching your children be born.
perfect.
It makes sense, though.
I think it'll be cute.
And then the last
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
trailer-
going to watch it, honestly.
Oh, I'm going to watch the crap out of that
Of
one.
course you'll watch
Yeah.
it, Matt.
Well, yeah. Matt just wants any reason to cry.
Mm-hmm. And the last trailer, the weirdest one of the shows to me, The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
I didn't think that was weird. I think that is magnificent, and I'm absolutely going to be watching that.
Yeah, I put he's perfect. Period. Shoes, denim, ice cream, etc. Probably gonna be my favorite show to come out on the platform.
Right? I fucking love ice cream.
I love Jeff
shoes.
Goldblum.
Like, this is like Anthony Bourdain,
Yeah,
but not as sophisticated.
and like we have reservations.
And like actually, I feel like he speaks to me more than Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was like knowledgeable on everything, and Jeff Goldblum's like, I don't really know about any of this stuff. Let's go learn together. What? And I was
Yes.
like, yes,
Denim, what's that?
yeah. It's like, is this ice cream? Let's fucking eat it. It's like, yes,
yeah, I'm really excited about it.
yeah.
When does that come out?
I think that's going to be like a first day release.
Oh my god.
When's it come out
That's
again?
what
November
I'm
12th.
most excited for.
Let's see here. What day of the
and-
week is that?
Taken off.
Yes. Looks like it's a Tuesday.
Dude, should we like binge that together?
Yeah. Oh, it's the day after Veterans Day. Do we have off for Veterans Day?
No.
I don't think so.
No, we don't.
Why?
Well, none of us are veterans.
Yeah, you can campaign for that.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Andrew, we don't have off for shit. anymore. Like, not even Christmas Eve, I think. Actually, I think we're off Christmas Eve because it's like
Well,
a Saturday.
I don't know. Some of us, like Matt Kelly, have off for Halloween.
All right, so
God.
I'm just going to do a quick rundown of just a few of the other shows announced that aren't really worth talking about. There's a bunch of Marvel ones: Moon Knight, Miss Marvel,
Don't care.
She-Hulk, The Muppets Now, which matters to me and no one else.
Sounds awful. Wasting
So
money.
they announced what Forky asks a questions show structure is going to be, which is that Forky becomes confused by something in the bedroom, and then the toys have to explain it to him.
That's a show.
It's going to be like a short, like 10-minute thing.
It's like explaining.
So that tells me
Trans
Forky
people
lives
to
in
a
Toy
baby
Story
boomer.
4.
Exactly.
Huh. That could be fun.
But here's the big one. Here's the one that I've been sitting on, waiting for you guys to react
All
to.
right.
The Return of Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, I've seen that.
Shit!
John Stamos is immortal, I swear.
Hilary Duff is coming back to the show to play Lizzie in her 30s, dealing with living in New York with her husband.
Did she marry Gordo?
I don't know.
Because that's really all I'm interested to know.
I would hope. Wait. Never mind. I got excited for no reason.
I
was
I'm
like, I think
over
Shia LaBeouf's
Hilary
coming back,
Duff.
but that was Even Stevens.
That was Even Stevens.
Yeah, God, that's one I would be excited for.
Right?
Fucking loved Even
That fucking
Stevens.
cunt
Lizzie
sister,
McGuire
loved
didn't
her.
really do it for me. So, like, whatever. And it's like, remember when we did the squad thing and we're talking about, like, Lizzie McGuire
Yes.
and, like, Hilary Duff? That's just, like, how I still feel.
Yeah. Well, and is it going to be regular Lizzie McGuire, or is it going to be Lizzie McGuire in Barcelona, Spanish Lizzie McGuire?
I'm
Well,
just
she's
thinking,
in
like,
New York.
it's like, younger. You know that, like, show that Hilary Duff has been in, Younger, where she's, like, a...
Oh, yes. Oh, young
She's
exec.
playing that character, but is naming her Lizzie and putting it on Disney.
So, okay.
Maybe not being quite as sexually explicit.
No, it is Disney. They might be.
They might be, yeah. So I'm just, like, not interested.
Look out for them clouds, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're moving to the movie news that came out.
Movie news.
We already talked about some of that.
So
All the
yeah,
ones we talked about, is that all on the platform?
That's all the platform,
That's Disney
yeah.
Plus, dude.
Wait, so like Lady and the Tramp's not going to be like in the theater?
No, that's streaming.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did them dirty.
stupid.
So Pixar gave us a little bit more about their new film that they're working on, Soul. It says that Soul journeys through the streets of a retro New York City as a mysterious cosmic realm of the U Seminar, where you discover your own unique personalities. Jamie Foxx will voice a middle school band teacher who dreamed of joining a jazz band. Questlove and Davon Diggs and Tina Fey will also be the leading cast, and it will have a score from Trent Reznor.
What the fuck is going on here?
So
It's about music?
So it sounds like it's like Coco meets Inside Out is the vibe that I'm getting.
Okay. I trust Pixar. They'll do a good job.
Will they?
Yeah, I trust them.
I don't know. Inside Out was kind of lame.
What the fuck
You
did
said you
just
hadn't
say?
watched it.
Still haven't. Or Coco. Yeah, I know. I
What?
keep trying and I keep
You
falling
havened
asleep.
watched Coco?
No, I haven't.
It
gotten
is
like
a
20 minutes.
wonderful, heartwarming film.
That's what
And
I
that's
hear.
coming from Soulless over
Yeah.
here.
Well, Soul's coming out, so don't worry.
Yeah, maybe I'll find one.
Uh,
Those nails.
we got the Frozen 2
I need them
information.
redone.
Do you still have that color? Shh. Matt. Brooke, real quick. Do you still have that color?
So this wasn't my color. This was the nail salon's color. It's Zoya. It's called B.
I want my toes done in that.
My toes are done in this.
Ah! Jelly. Okay. Sorry, continue, Matt.
No problem. The Frozen 2 information came out on what the basic concept will be.
You know who could tell us more about this?
Phil.
Phil, but he just wants to hoard it all to himself.
Mm.
I can't even believe he got to go that. Wait, we knew. He told us about that. He was going.
It says this one explores the enchanted elemental forest that goes horribly wrong by upsetting the forces of air, fire, wind, and earth. And that Evan Rachel Wood will voice the mom
Throwback.
Right?
of Elsa and Anna.
Say this again?
She will be the voice of Elsa
No,
and
say
Anna's
the
mom.
whole thing again.
Evan Rachel Wood will voice the mom of Elsa and Anna, and that it's exploring basically where the source of Elsa's powers come from and how it's causing the forces of air, fire, water, and earth to go horribly wrong.
Hold on.
Their mother's dead.
Yes.
So how is she coming
So
back
it's
into
just a-
this? Flashbacks.
I was just going to say, is this a prequel? But it's not a prequel because she has the powers.
Yeah.
So it's flashbacks, or is it a spirit?
I don't know. That's all they're saying. And that the one song that Phil probably heard that is supposedly fire is a flashback of her singing it to baby Elsa.
We'll see about this.
Oh God, what's happening? No, nothing. I'm just thinking about Frozen 2. Like, it's just...
It seems like a lot's involved.
Yeah, this seems very involved.
Layers.
We're like... When the
There's
trailers
Star
for
Warsing this
Frozen
shit.
came out, I was like, what the fuck is this movie about?
Fucking leaves and oceans and shit.
And now Frozen 2, like, the trailer, I'm just like, what the fuck is this about? And now it's just becoming even more complicated.
Yes.
We're gonna have spirits and shit in here. Oh my God. There was like horses underwater at one point. Like, what is happening?
I'm gonna probably need to like find something to trip on to watch that one.
I'm gonna need something to like. I'm gonna need like Adderall to hyper focus.
Like focus, yeah. What the fuck was that?
Okay. Continue.
They also announced that Disney Animation, who are the people behind like the Wreck-It Ralph movies, will be releasing on Thanksgiving 2020 Raya and the Last Dragon. It tells the story of a young girl named Raya who journeys across a mysterious land in search of the last dragon, Seiyu, voiced by Awkwafina. It's promising that it'll be the most ultra-realistic animation that they've ever released.
So they're ripping off How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
Which
Can't
I don't
be
recommend doing because that's an incredible movie.
It's such a good movie.
What they should have done was just recreated Braveheart. Fucking idiots. No, Braveheart or Lionheart?
Lionheart.
Lionheart.
Or Dragonheart?
Dragonheart with a fucking...
With Sean Connery?
Loved it.
I
I
like
like
the idea of
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
I love Braveheart too.
I think they should do Braveheart instead. We're going to start a petition for this movie to be about Braveheart. Bring back Mel Gibson.
Pixar also released more of the plot details on Onward, which is coming out early next year.
Oh, Chris Pratt's in that.
Yep.
Why do they keep recycling
the same
stars?
Because he is good looking.
Because he
And
has
he's
money
funny.
to be good looking.
Well, and they want to get that
He's
Disney
got a dad
Legend
bod,
award.
dude.
He's fit as fuck now.
No, go look him up recently. He's got his dad bod back and it's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So Onward will tell the story of two brothers who search to see if magic still exists in order to have one last day with their deceased father.
There's always a dead parent. Jeez.
So it says early on they stumble upon an old magic spell, but since they only have half of the spell, they're only able to bring back half of their dad for the rest of the movie.
God, who's in this? It's Chris Pratt and who else?
Tom Holland.
Is it
Tom
supposed to be
Holland, that's
he's
it.
Cute.
Oh my
Is it
God!
supposed
So
to be
they've
like an
got
emotional,
Star
funny
Lord and
movie?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Really, guys?
It's gonna be funny, sad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Great.
it's gonna be so good.
That sounds.
It's gonna be adorable.
Like-
Half their dad.
Dad, it's just your legs.
Yeah, and then you cry.
This is gonna be stupid. All right.
I feel like you say that before all of the movies.
I know.
Then you're like, it was really good.
I don't know. Most were pretty bad.
No,
Toy Story 4.
That one was great. What other ones were really good though? Aladdin.
Don't even.
Don't
like,
you
it was
dare.
good.
Don't you
But
dare.
it could have been better. Lion King, I already know I was upset with.
All right. So they also gave us some news on the Jungle Cruise movie.
Why is it a movie? It's a ride.
So
The Rock is in it, dude.
It's The
I
Rock,
don't care.
Rock and Emily Blunt.
Oh
Emily Blunt is on search for the Tree of Life. And the footage that they showed, people say it's very similar to like an Indiana Jones meets Pirates of the Caribbean.
Cool, because we don't have a bajillion of either of those.
Why don't they just throw the Hulk in there with it?
Put
You
Chris
could.
Pratt in there.
Yeah, throw Chris Pratt in there. What's he up to?
Yeah, see if he's bored.
There was a little bit of Mulan news.
Don't
that
care.
While it's still not a musical, their intention is that the score of the film will utilize all of the songs from the original cartoon.
I
So
don't
we'll
believe
see.
them.
Yeah.
There's no "Make a Man Out of You." What's that song called? Is it
I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Okay, I was like, is it Raging River? Like,
Just
I don't know what
pulling
just
words.
happened to me.
Just adjectives
Yeah.
and nouns.
Yeah, I don't care.
You mentioned already the badass Cruella image.
Hell yeah, it looks awesome.
And then DSNY Newscast mentioned this on their article. So they said there was no mention of The Little Mermaid or any of the other live-action movie remakes or any timeline of when they're coming out. But then he also listed all the live-action remakes that are supposedly on their way. And there was a bunch that I had no clue about. So I'm going to run down the list that he had on there.
This isn't real.
Pinocchio, Jungle Book 2, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pocahontas,
Yeah.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, Treasure Planet, Atlantis the Lost Empire, Peter Pan, Hercules, Lilo and Stitch, Disney Presents Charming, Tinkerbell, Aladdin 2, Sword in the Stone, and The Black Cauldron.
I feel like all of these are just kind of hearsay.
I think that's just all the movies that they could think of that have not been made into something.
Like, why are they gonna make Aladdin 2? We don't need that. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, just
Leave it alone. Jungle Book 2? We don't need that either. Stop it. Pocahontas, yes, we need that. Will they do it? Fuck no.
no.
They won't do it.
I want to see them do a live-action Toy Story. You want to show me your skills? Let me see some real creepy live-action toys.
You know it's fucking weird if they do a live-action Pinocchio. Pinocchio's already creepy AF.
That will actually be very terrifying.
I will, like, that'll
Those
scare
donkey
me.
boys?
He could do that on horror movie night.
A live-action Pinocchio would be a horror movie. Ooh,
Yeah.
They should actually make it a
Do
horror
you
movie.
remember the Jonathan Taylor Thomas live-action
Yeah,
Pinocchio?
it's
That was
weird.
scary as
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. I didn't like it.
It's weird. I don't like that.
Well, now I'm in a
So I just don't
mood.
really, like, Lilo and Stitch. Like, I just don't believe these things until they
No.
outright say it.
Well, remember there was that weird Stitch, live-action Stitch image that went around the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying.
Just get a Frenchie to play Stitch. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Don't talk about my sexual fantasy like that.
I know. All those hands. Yeah, I'll believe all that when I see it.
Oh, guys, FYI, Hurricane Dorian is now a Category 1 hurricane, officially,
Oh my
headed
God.
for Puerto Rico, and it may be a Category 3 by the time it hits Florida.
No, I just read that it's not expected to strengthen before hitting Florida.
Oh, this is the Miami Herald.
I don't know. I mean,
As of like
weather
half an
people are
hour.
wrong all the time. Weather people, meteorologists,
This is true.
weather people.
But not to be selfish, but I really am into storms, so if we're going to have a big one, let's make it a good show, please.
No, we're not going to get a storm.
I should stop talking about that. That's very mean. Okay.
Well, that's it I have for D23.
That's all you have for D23?
That's all I got.
Okay, well,
Well, guys, we're done.
that's all we have for D23, apparently.
We could have had 9 minutes of Frozen 2 for you, but we know what happened there.
And you know who you are. You could have had a bad bitch.
Not
committal.
committal. Helped you with your career. Just a little.
But here we are. So,
You're supposed to hold us down,
au revoir,
but you're holding us back.
Jerome.
And that's the sound of me not calling you back. Bye. Bye.
And we're recording, so let's go start the next one.
Is this going to sound robotic?
No, I switched it back
That was
to...
so horrible.
And I love the first. He's like, hey, Matt here. No audio problems. I'm like, nope, there's audio problems.
I figured if I lied,
Yeah.
people wouldn't notice that they think they're probably broken.
I have news.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.